everybody. Oh my gosh, I am so relieved, I guess, to finally be making this video because I've been getting all of your comments over here, and I did announce this information over on Instagram last week just because I wanted to kind of get it out there, but I just didn't say anything over here. Part of that is because I just wasn't ready to address it and talk about it. Okay, so you can probably tell by the title of this video what I'm going to talk about. So I ended up not attending Go Wild this year, even though I had my flight, I had roommates, I had a ticket bought, I had everything ready to go, and then I did not attend Go Wild. So there were a lot of things leading up to this for me, and then one thing that tipped it over that just basically made the decision for me that I wasn't going to go. And I just wanted to preface this by saying it has nothing to do with the conference. I love everybody who works so hard to make this a spectacular time for everyone. It's nothing to do with them at all. So it has nothing to do with the conference or any feelings about it or anything like that. So I will just say a few weeks before the conference, and if you guys don't know, I'll just kind of back up. I used to host a podcast called Spiced Chaos Podcast with a friend of mine, Leanne, and we are no longer hosting that podcast. And this year I had planned to basically attend the conference myself due to a falling out with her. And I just started to get in my feels about it, and I was bummed that we weren't going to be attending together, and thinking about all of our memories and doing the things that you do, looking through all my highlights and everything. And it was just going to be really tough. On one hand, I was excited to experience Go Wild as just Caitlin, as Creating in Chaos, as just me, because when we had gone together, we were experiencing the conference as podcast co-hosts. There wasn't really a way to experience the conference as our own personal, as our own people. When you are a duo like that and you are working together, you are basically attending the conference as that personality, not personality. Of course we are our real selves, but you are attending together, you are a unit. There's not really a way for Creating in Chaos, for example, to stick out from that. And I was excited this year to give Creating in Chaos some love. I was ready to share all of the cool things that I was doing and meet people who I've met through this channel over the years and that kind of thing. And I was excited for that, but on the other hand, I was very sad that we weren't talking, and we had this falling out, and there is basically no way that we were going to be experiencing the conference together. Additionally, a few other folks from our group were also not planning to go, which is totally fine. Life happens. We can't go to the conference every year. It is what it is. It just is what it is. But our group in the past 2 years had been so much fun. It had been such a big group, lively, very connected group, working together, working through tough things at times together, that I was really just gonna miss being all together at the conference. I was really gonna miss it. So that started to make me feel a little bit bummed about going. And then I started to hear all of this stuff that was going on with Boeing. So initially, I think it was when was that? February or something? I'd have to look up exact dates, but there was a plane that actually was rerouted to PDX to Portland because the door blew out, right? That safety door blew out, and no one was hurt. Everything went smoothly, and all the safety protocols were handled. But I am a person who is deathly afraid of flying. I am very afraid of flying, and to start hearing that plus everything else that has been following, has been coming out in the news alongside that about Boeing, and I'm not going to address too much of it here just because I don't want to I don't want to put all of my fears onto anyone else, but there's been a lot going on with how planes are structured and safety and that kind of thing right now, and that was really nerve-wracking. Of course, from what I have seen, everyone made it to Go Wild and has made it home so far safely in one piece with no issues. So flying is definitely still one of the safest ways to travel. I logically get that, but mentally I was having a really difficult time like willing myself as someone who's already nervous about this to be able to do it. And then finally, on the Monday before I was supposed to leave, and you can probably hear some of it still in my voice. So that was a week ago now. I'm on the mend, as you can see. Under this though, like still looking very pale, still looking bags around my eyes, but I wanted to come here and like, I just wanted to be with you guys for a minute and talk. But I got a positive test for COVID, and so there's absolutely no way that I was going to travel. Like, I just stopped wearing a mask probably when I went in public, like, I don't know, probably a few months ago. So there was absolutely no way that you were going to convince me to travel, knowing that I was traveling to a conference where there were a lot of vulnerable people, two that I know, like right off the top of my head, others that I don't know personally, but I do know that there's a lot of folks who come to the conference with, you know, ADA accommodations, and I'm sure lots of us have, you know, immune compromised relatives or children, and there's absolutely no way that you could convince me to travel when I have, you know, something that could make other people very sick. I've had a very mild case this time around, so thankful for that. The first few days, you know, feverish, fatigue, that kind of thing, but now I'm like into the downswing. I have a sore throat left. I have a bit of a runny nose. I've had off and on headaches, just like weakness, I guess, and like lack of motivation is probably me. Like, let's not blame that on something else. So I didn't go, and so that's that. I was not in Dallas for the 2024 Go Wild. I hope to potentially look at going to Chicago to the CPC conference in November. They just announced dates, and it's going to be at the lovely Hilton in Chicago. I've never been to Chicago, so that's exciting. I'm really thinking I would like to do that. And then of course, 2025 Go Wild. You cannot stop me from being there. Secretly, I'm hoping for 2025 Go Wild Seattle. And if you're unfamiliar when I say Go Wild, I think a lot of you are familiar just because you've been around and you've heard me talking about the conference, even if you're not super familiar with it. But like, this is one of the biggest planner conferences. So Chicago Planner Conference and then Go Wild are like the two biggest. I think if there's one that you think falls somewhere like in between those two or something like that, you can leave it in the comments. But those two are like big planner conferences, and Go Wild specifically is in a different location, or has been in a different location every year. And so I am absolutely rooting for Go Wild Pacific Northwest somewhere. Like, come to Portland, come to Seattle, come anywhere in the Pacific Northwest. We will gladly have you. We have lots of beautiful things and lots to do. Like Seattle, wouldn't that be such a fun town to have Go Wild in? It really would. There's so much to do there. And coming in April, like, you have beautiful weather in the Pacific Northwest. It'd be great. So I hope that happens. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how good the chances are. I mean, they were in California a few years ago. So who knows? I know we've got other wonderful locations. Like, I've heard Atlanta is a possibility. I've heard some people hoping for Charlotte, North Carolina. I have heard other people wishing for New York. I've heard that as a big like possibility. I don't know, but I will be there. I will make whatever flight I need to make to get there. But I wanted to give, I don't know, I just wanted to, I am thankful that like I didn't have to get on a plane this year when I was that scared. I don't know. If any of you like struggle with anxiety or anything like that, I have to say, like, I was so heartbroken to have missed the conference, like devastated to have missed the conference. Like, you should have seen me a few days ago, ugly crying, like seeing people's stories, just ugly crying. You know, I was supposed to like hug Elizabeth from, I think her handle now is like this Joyful Sojourn. I know her as EJ Joyful and, you know, former squad member. I was supposed to hug her and just so many other people. I was gonna room with my friend Gabe. I don't know. I missed out on a lot, and I'm sad to have missed those memories. You know, Planjama, of course, is like the highlight, and I'm actually wearing my Planjama pajamas in this video because I thought I would get them some use. And let me show you. Okay, so you can kind of see they have little cows on them. They have little, I don't know if you can even see them, but they're little, I don't know what to call them. They're just like little cute cows on them. But I also got, here, I also got matching slippers to go with. Because we were going to be in Texas, and I was like, how perfect is it to have cow pajamas? Like, when else can you get cow pajamas with cute florals on them to wear to play in pajama? And it was short sleeves. I thought it was going to be perfect. So figured I would at least give them their moment in this video. So that's it, you guys. I didn't go wild this year, and I'm bummed about it. But also, like, there's part of me that has just like a piece also, because also, aside from those things, there were some, of course, like personal things going on. Teenagers are teenagering, and when it's hard for my kids, like when things are, you know, when things are going great, I'm like, okay, you are doing awesome. I can go do my thing, and you can be over here. But like, a lot of you moms, I'm sure, can relate to, like, when things are tough for your kid, even if you have like the best partner in the world and the best support system, it is so hard as the mom to be like, okay, I'm just gonna pass this to you. I'm gonna trust that you can do it just as good as me. That might be the control freak in me. I know that my husband can do an amazing job. He does a wonderful job. But I don't know. Like, there's just something about me. It's my issue, I know. But like, not wanting to miss out, or feeling guilty that I'm going to like leave when things are hard. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if this is an exciting video or something you guys even really want to watch. No one asked for this, but I wanted to share it with you, and I am enjoying these little face to camera videos. I will see you guys tomorrow for, I think I'm going to be setting up a mini happy planner. I think now that I've kind of am rolling back in my classic, I'm ready to set up my mini. And then we're shopping together on Wednesday, of course. And then I have some other things coming for you all. So stay tuned. I am here, of course. So feel free to comment down below. If you're new here, hi. Thanks for stumbling across this video. I hope you are doing awesome. If you did go wild, leave in the comments, like, how was it? Like, tell me all about it. Tell me, I want to hear everything that happened for you. I want to hear everything you were excited about. Anything you like have feedback on. I just want to hear all about how it went for you. Yeah, I just want to hear all the things. So thank you for being here. If you are one of my current friends, thanks so much for being here. You guys are wonderful. You're the best. And here's your internet hug for the day. And if you want to find me anywhere else, you can find me on Instagram at creatinginchaos_official. You can also find me across the interwebs around, you know, doing things. Hopefully working on that podcast, because I do want to get that out May 1st. So hopefully that will still be coming. Hoping if my life can slow down enough to let me do all of my personal projects. And then you can also find any coupon codes, affiliate links, those kind of things down in the description box below if you want them. I would love it if you are shopping some of your favorite planner and non-planner related brands, that you check out my description box before you shop. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.